Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Oblivion. We find ourselves in Skingrad where we've just rested and leveled up in an inn. Let's see what all is going on in the local area. We already spoke to you.
Before I change my mind.
You are
Creature.
How goes it?
They say
very
that
upset.
priests and priestesses of the Chapel of Dibella have
Be
all
seeing
been
you.
murdered. No one even knows who did it.
I heard there's a prophet in Anvil who
Hello
seems
there.
to know what's going on. Although as usual, he speaks only in riddles, as
just
prophets
listening.
always seem to do.
Good to know.
Battlehorn Castle near Coral is besieged by marauders. I wish I could go and save them.
I see. Goodbye.
Standard Oblivion
Hello there.
conversations. Hello, Elsa Godhater.
I'm Elsie Godhater. Yes, I hate the gods, all gods. They can all bite my garters. And if you don't like it, you can bite my garters too.
Okay. Why do you hate the gods?
I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new members. Not bad work for some folks.
Probably not my shtick as a mage.
Ask me what I think about chapels, praying, the Nine Divines. Go ahead, ask me.
What do you think?
The gods don't do a damn thing. Do they even exist? How could anyone tell? Daedra lords, sure. They exist. They do things. Bad things mostly, but things you can see. The gods? They don't do a damn thing. So why do we build big chapels and sit around and mumble and ask them to save us from this and that? It's stupid. And chapels and priests and folks groveling on their knees? They're stupid too.
You got a reasonable point.
Farewell.
Thank you.
Don't be shy. Join us and do well by doing good.
Join us. So, Fighters Guild. Tell me about the Fighters Guild.
If you're looking to join up, you should speak with Velena Daunton in Coral, Azan in Anvil, or Burj Grokrush in Cheydinhall.
Probably not.
I smelled a strange odor coming from the Mages Guild yesterday. Urthor must have been doing another experiment.
Okay. We might want to swing by
Bye.
Urthor and the Mages Guild, see what's going on with them.
Sorry, you want me? I'm Shum Gro Yarak, the Count's butler.
Buy a house in town. Probably not at the moment. What rumors do you know?
We're all talking about the Emperor's murder. We have no Emperor and no heir. That's never happened before. I suppose we should all be worried. If it's not one thing, it's another. The Count is very particular about his food and drink. Everything must be just so. Stop talking.
Like, they're all friendly until I end the conversation and they're like, get lost. I don't want to talk to you. It's like, I was just leaving. You were fine when we were talking. Ooh, rain. So that, I think, is the Mages Guild. This will be the Fighters Guild. I mean, at some point, we're probably going to do all the guilds. But I don't think I'm in a position to be tackling the Fighters Guild at the moment.
I'm so hungry.
Any rumors?
Anyone looking for work should consider the Fighters Guild. I hear they're always looking for recruits.
Anything you can tell me about the Grey Fox?
It's a fairy tale. The Imperial Watch pretends there is a thief king named the Grey Fox who controls all the thieves in Cyrodiil. Of course, it's all just made up to give them an excuse to keep us down.
Reasonable. I'm a coin beggar. I'm a nice guy.
Thank you, kind lady.
Now, anything new about the Grey
It's
Fox?
a fairy tale.
No. Okay.
The Imperial Watch pretends there is... Of course, it's all...
I was under the impression that if you give coins to beggars, occasionally some of them will tell you a bit more about the Grey Fox.
Here.
Hi?
We can't talk here. Too public. Meet me behind the great chapel at midnight. Don't let anyone follow you. I'll make it worth your while.
Okay, Glarthir. Meet him behind the Grey Chapel at night. Let's check out my quests. I was told an old priest in Kvatch. No. Paranoia. There we go. I met a mysterious wood elf named Glarthir in Skingrad who asked me to meet him behind the Grey Chapel at midnight tonight. He wouldn't tell me what it was about, but promised to make it worth my while. Sure. It's still pretty early morning, as I recall. Let's check out the Mages Guild first. You were standing on a bench.
What? I'm rather busy right now. Oh, is this about joining the Mages Guild? I suppose I could spare the time if necessary.
Yes. Tell me about Glarthir.
Concerning this, I can only speak to a friend.
Ah. Tell me about Skingrad then.
What, you want a tour? Can't you see I have a lot on my mind? Go bother a beggar or a guard. They stand around and chatter all day.
Fair. Alright, join the Mages Guild.
You're interested in joining? Great things will be expected of you. Are you sure you're ready for it?
Probably. Yes.
Then you are now an associate of the Mages Guild. You must receive a recommendation from every local guild hall in Cyrodiil before you may advance through the ranks of the guild. In the meantime, as a member of the guild, you now have full access to the guild halls around Cyrodiil. Only the Arcane University is close to you.
Tell me about the Arcane University.
It's been the home of the Mages Guild for the longest time. You should see the library they have there. It's the only place worth visiting in the Imperial City, if you ask me. I only make the trip if I can't find a specific book here. There's at least one person in every guild hall who offers spells. Check at every hall to make sure you don't miss any.
Gotta catch them all. Recommendation.
I'm afraid I haven't given it much thought. I'm rather busy, you understand. My research occupies nearly all of my time. Now that I think about it, I do have a small problem concerning Earthor. He's one of the guild mages here. Think you can do something about it?
We did hear something about an odd smell caused by him. Yeah, I'll do it.
Excellent. I just don't have the time to search for him again, but I do need to consult him about some notes he borrowed. You might want to ask around and see if anyone can be of some help. Let me know when he's back and you'll have your recommendation.
Okay, I just need to get him to come back.
He's an interesting fellow. Salinas Vasinus can tell you more about him if you wish to know.
Salinas
Salinas should be
Vasinus.
around here somewhere. Talk to him if you'd like to know more about Earthor.
Okay. We will... Anything you want to tell me about Glarthir now that I'm a mage?
I don't mean to gossip, but he is more than a bit strange. However, he's always been tolerated as the town eccentric.
Not a lot
Have
he
Earthor
said, but
see me
okay.
when he gets back, associate.
Yes.
Enjoy the wines that Tamika makes at her vineyard, and they're reasonably priced as well.
I'll have to buy a bit more of her wine.
Manual Spellcraft. Beginner Spellcraft. The caster. The most powerful mages in Tamriel were once beginners. They all had similar early experiences. Exposure to magic kindled an interest and/or unlocked some latent ability, followed by years of hard work. These intrepid souls honed their skills, learned new spells, and vigorously trained their minds and bodies to become the formidable figures they were known as during their later lives. The Mages Guild of Tamriel has long been the first stop along a long road to knowledge and power for many individuals. Providing magical services to the general public, the guild offers a wide variety of spells for purchase and is recommended as a first stop for any aspiring spellcaster. Independent dealers may be found, though their selection of spells is often not as comprehensive as that of the Mages Guild. Many spells are beyond the capabilities of beginning mages. The ability to render oneself invisible, for example, is an advanced power and is beyond the novice spellcaster. Through practice, a mage may become more skilled in a given school of magic and find himself proficient enough to begin exploring its more powerful aspects. The fledgling mage should not be daunted by his inability to wield certain powers, but should instead use this as a point of focus and drive for bettering himself. Rather than becoming discouraged, the student should look forward to higher levels of skill, such as the advanced techniques of absorbing spells, summoning lesser and eventually greater Daedra and undead for research purposes only, and protection against specific types of spells such as fire, frost, and shock spells. Mages wishing to specialize in a particular school of magic are encouraged to learn as many spells as possible within that school and to practice them frequently. All mages, whether specializing or nurturing a general interest, are encouraged to apply for membership within the Mages Guild. Beyond services available to the general public, the accomplished guild member has access to many exclusive services, such as advanced spellcrafting and enchanting. These services have been deemed potentially dangerous to the public at large and have been restricted to higher-ranked guild members in good standing by the Council of Mages. Citizens interested in further use of the magic should consult their local Mages Guild Archmagister. Okay.
Anvil is all in an uproar. Look, the chapel attacked. Now the prophet ranting about the end of the world.
No.
Magic from the Sky and Wilkenstones. We haven't found any Wilkenstones in this playthrough, but they are usually found in Iliad ruins. And apparently this isn't stealing if I just take it.
Have you heard?
Magic from the Sky by Erlav Gerol. The ancient Iliads believed that Nirn was composed of 4 basic elements: earth, water, air, and light. Light, not fire. And these 4 elements, they believed, the most sublime form of light was starlight. The stars are our links to the plane of Aetherius, the source of all magical power, and therefore light from the stars is the most potent and exalted of all magical powers. From time to time, fragments of Aetherius fall from the heavens. The people know these fragments as the shooting stars, and from time to time, such ethereal fragments are found on Nirn. Nirn being the world that the Elder Scrolls takes place on. The most common varieties are known as meteoric iron. This metal is prized by armorers and enchanters for its properties in the forging of enchanted weapons and armor. This meteoric iron is also the primary component in Iliad Wells, ancient enchanted artifacts found throughout Cyrodiil. Another rarer form of ethereal fragment is called meteoric glass. It is from such fragments that other rare Iliad enchanted artifacts are crafted: Wilkenstones and Varla stones. Iliad Wells are scattered across Cyrodiil's landscape. Their sitting is a mystery. They are not associated with any known Iliad cities or settlements. It is presumed that, in some manner, they harvest magical power from starlight. It is also suggested, without evidence or support, they are located at the meeting points of ancient lines of magical power. However, modern arcane arts have discovered no perceptible evidence of such lines of power. Those with magical talent can draw magicka from Iliad Wells to restore their own reservoir of magical power. No ritual arcane knowledge is necessary, suggesting that these wells were designed to serve persons not skilled in the magical arts. Once drained, the wells replenish again, only at magical midnight. Once recharged, they appear to radiate magical power back into the sky, which prompts some to theorize that they are also objects with religious or magical ritual significance, perhaps a means of offering magic back to the heavens. Wilkenstones, Aldmeris Skystone, Heavenstone, literally Sky Child, are pieces of cut enchanted meteoric glass, which apparently act as storage devices for magical power. A magical talent can restore his reservoirs of magicka from such stones. Alas, the means of restoring power to these stones may have been lost with the Iliads. Currently, these objects simply crumble to dust after they've been used. Great Wilkenstones are exceptionally large pieces of enchanted meteoric glass. Scholars believe that at the heart of each ancient Iliad city, a great Wilkenstone was the source of the settlement's magical enchantments. It may be that these great stones were linked to the lesser stones, restoring and maintaining their power. In any case, research on these great Wilkenstones is impossible, since all the known Iliad ruins have been looted of their great stones, and no examples of these great stones are known to survive. Another rare enchanted item found in Iliad ruins is called a Varla stone, Aldmeri's Starstone. Varla stones are remarkably powerful, enabling untrained users to restore magical energy to any number of enchanted items. Ooh, so they're like soul gems for restoring your enchantments, but not using souls. Because of their great value and utility, these items are also extremely rare, but since they are small and easily concealed, diligent explorers may still occasionally come across them in any Iliad ruin. Iliad Wells, Wilkenstones, and Varla stones. Consider then these marvels of magical enchantment. Are we then to conclude that the Iliads were a superior race in culture? Did they so exceed us in art and craft that they mock the feeble powers of third-era wizards? Never. The Iliads were powerful, yes, and cunning, but they were neither good nor wise, and so they were struck down. Their works have been passed from Nirn, save these rare and sparkling treasures. Their ancient cities are dark and empty, save for the grim revenants and restless spirits, condemned forever to walk the halls, keeping their melancholy vigils over bones and dust. That is a cool book. A lot of good lore that I did not know.
capture the whole of Solstheim.
Go to the basement. I'd rather just stay in this area. We can hear
Fighting for the
lots of
Nords.
talking.
This is sad news.
So I can just take some of these things without getting in trouble. Because we've got the novice mortar and pestle. If I want to do better alchemy, I need these other items, and I could just grab them. Any of these are skill books. Usually they're worth a lot more if they are. So I'm guessing not. Wow, why are you guys all just awkwardly standing here? That's not terribly creepy at all.
You
Hi,
want
you.
me? You sure? I'm Vigga. I'm Mage's Guild, but I don't train or anything.
You have a very fancy outfit. Tell me about Earthor.
He hasn't shown up here in a while. I assumed he was still out at Bleak Flats Cave, where he usually stays.
Okay. Bleak Flats Cave.
I don't remember where it is, honestly. I know it's west of Skingrad. Druzha could probably tell you. She has a better memory than I do.
Alright. We did pass some caves to the west. That might be one of them. What can you tell me about the Mages Guild?
Between the two of them, Borisian and Gaspar have mastered nearly every type of spell there is. You'd be wise to go see them if you can.
Cool. Any rumors?
Things in the guild have been different since Traven was named Archmage. They're more structured, but everyone seems tense.
And Skingrad.
Well, it's a bit rugged. Nothing like the Arcane University. Have to go to the Imperial City to buy anything, but it's good enough, I suppose.
Well, thank you for your time.
Be seeing you.
Well met.
Druzha.
What? Who are you? Well, who cares? I'm Druya. You want something? Or you just practicing your Cyrodiil?
Just practicing my Cyrodiil. Tell me about Bleak Flats Cave.
It's just northwest of Skingrad. Here, see it on the map? That's where Earthor wound up, after Adrian told him he couldn't practice in the guild hall anymore. She probably doesn't even remember that. You might want to make sure she remembers, especially the part about it being her idea.
Okay, I will let her know. What can you tell me about Earthor?
I haven't seen him in quite some time, but then, this isn't the first time he's been away, so I wasn't really that concerned.
Any rumors?
The Mages Guild runs more or less like it always did, but we lost quite a few members when the practice of necromancy was banned.
Alright, so necromancy is not allowed, but there are still spells for summoning undead, which no one seems to be terribly upset by, I don't think. Is conjuring undead different than necromancy?
Adriana may read too much, but you should see the summon spells she taught Vigga. He might teach you if you're skilled enough.
Oh. You know a summoning spell that's uniquely good. Skingrad.
It's a town like any other. Well, go outside and there's the mountains and wines and sheep. Here in town, though, nothing special.
Alright, thank you for your time.
Good luck finding Earthor.
Lastly, you.
I hear you got quite a task from Adriana.
Yes, Bleak Flats Cave.
Oh dear. I just can't seem to remember where that is. What a shame.
Feels like the sort of thing that if we had a higher relationship or paid him money or something, he would be willing to tell us. But luckily we got it from Druya. Earthor.
A nice enough guy, I suppose, but there was that awful scamp incident last year. That's when Adriana told him he needed to practice somewhere else. Somewhere else. Meaning somewhere far away. So he settled down in Bleak Flats Cave, did all his work there, and came back to town twice a week to check in. Hasn't been around lately, though.
That's not good if he regularly checked in and then suddenly stopped. Generally, if you're doing dangerous experiments, you don't want to be near people, but you also want to be close enough that you can get help if something goes wrong.
The guild can provide you with some training, but the best trainers are usually very hard to find.
Any rumors?
Necromancy may be legal in Cyrodiil, but few will openly admit to practicing it now that the Mages Guild has banned it. Have you met Adriana Berena, our Skingrad Mages Guild head? Not the most pleasant person, I'll admit. Don't mind her. Interested in training? I do the conjuration courses, and Druja does the mysticism.
You're just saying that she's unpleasant, and she's literally standing right here. Bold. There's no training option, though.
I'm here to help if you need me.
Hello, associate.
Okay, and we could grab all of this stuff as well. Because I'm assuming if it was stealing, it would show up red. I guess I don't know that with 100% confidence. Let's toss down a quick save just before I grab everything that's not nailed down. And more importantly, let's grab a calcinator, a alembic, and the other one, a retort. Can I get one that's not set up fancy on the table?
Hello, associate.
Yes. There we go.
Hello.
Out of my way, people. Oh, I did want to talk to you.
You're here about that recommendation, I presume. I'll need to speak with Urthor before I write it.
Yes. You sent him to Bleakflat's cave. Do you remember?
Oh, I do remember telling him to go there. Well, we'll just have to do something about that, won't we? By we, I mean you, of course. I have something that may help. It's a basic fireball spell, in case you need to defend yourself. I'll be here when you get back. Good luck.
Okay. Weak fireball added to player's spell. Is that better than what I'm using? Better than flare? Flare is 6 points of damage. This is 5 points. Travels 5 feet. For 3 seconds. Cost 9, cost 8. I don't know actually how to read necessarily what that means. This is a 6-point damage. Oh, is this like a burst? So it's hitting, probably still thrown at range, but it bursts out 5 feet from where it hits and does damage for 3 seconds. Assuming it's like 5 points every second for 3 seconds, so they're taking 15 points of damage for 1 more point of mana, maybe? Probably want to try that out before I
Adahorn Castle near Coral is besieged
probably
by
read
marauders.
up on Oblivion, because we're going to be dealing with it, I assume, given that we're playing Oblivion. It's improper, however customary, to refer to the denizens of the dimension of Oblivion as demons. This practice probably dates to the Elysian doctrines of the First Era prophet Muruk, who rather amusingly forbade traffic with daemons, and then neglected to explain what daemons were. It is most probable that daemons is a misspelling or etymological rendition of Daedra, the elven word for those strange, powerful creatures of uncertain motivation who hail from the dimension of Oblivion. Daedra is actually the plural form. The singular word is Daedrith. In a later tract by King Hael, the Pious of Skyrim, almost 1,000 years after the publication of the original doctrines, the evil machinations of his political enemies are compared to the wickedness of the demons of Oblivion. Their depravity equals that of Sanguine himself, or Sanguine itself. They are cruel as Boethiah, calculating as Molag Bal, and mad as Sheogorath. Hael the Pious thus long-windedly introduced 4 of the Daedra Lords to written record. But the written record is not after all the best way to research Oblivion and the Daedra who inhabit it. Those who traffic with daemons seldom wish it to be a matter of public account. Nevertheless, scattered throughout the literature of the First Era are diaries, journals, notices for witch burnings, and guides for Daedra slayers. These I have used as my primary source material. They are, at least, as trustworthy as the Daedra Lords I have actually summoned and spoken with at length. You have summoned Daedra Lords and spoken with them. That is a choice. Apparently, Oblivion is a place composed of many lands, thus the many names for which Oblivion is synonymous: Cold Harbor, Quagmire, Moonshadow, etc. It may be correctly supposed that each land of Oblivion is ruled over by one prince. The Daedra princes, whose names appear over and over in ancient records, though this is not an infallible test of their authenticity or explicit existence to be sure, are the aforementioned Sanguine, Boethia, Molag Bal, and Sheogorath, and in addition Azura, Mephala, Clavicus Vile, Vernima, Malakath, Hormus, or Hermes, or Hormaeus, or Herma. There seems to be no one accepted spelling. Mora, Namira, Jiglag, Nocturnal, Mehrunes Dagon, and Periite. From my experience, Daedra are very mixed lot. It is almost impossible to categorize them as a whole except for their immense power and penchant for extremism. Be that as it may, I have here attempted to do so in a few cases purely for the sake of scholastic expediency. Mehrunes Dagon, Molag Bal, Periite, Boethia, and Vernima are among the most consistently demonic of the Daedra, in the sense that their spheres seem to be destructive in nature. The other Daedra can, of course, be equally dangerous, but seldom purely for the sake of destruction, as these 5 can. Nor are these previous 5 identical in their destructiveness. Mehrunes Dagon seems to prefer natural disasters, earthquakes, and volcanoes, preventing his anger. Molag Bal elects for the employment of other Daedra, and Boethia inspires the arms of mortal warriors. Periite's sphere seems to be pestilence, and Vernima's torture. In preparation for the next installment of this series, I will investigate 2 matters that have intrigued me since I began my career as a Daedra researcher. The first is on one particular Daedrith, perhaps yet another Daedra prince, referred to in multiple articles of Incunabula as Hircine. Hircine has been called the huntsman of the princes and the father of the man-beasts, but I have yet to find anyone who can summon him. The other, and perhaps more doubtful goal I have, is to find a practical means for mortal men to pass through to Oblivion. It has always been my philosophy that we need only fear that which we do not understand, and with that thought in mind, I ever pursue my objective. Well, if you're still around,
Interesting.
it might be getting easier to go explore Oblivion. I think there's other areas we can explore in the Mages Guild, but I think for now I want to try and find this Erythor before it gets midnight and I'm supposed to meet someone behind a chapel. Currently it is 2 p.m. So that's Bleak Flats Cave, so we haven't been there yet. Let's head out to the stables on this side. So I guess we'll be heading north or southwest, get to the gate, head out, and then just basically go straight north.
Go ahead.
Is my horse going to be here at the stable, or can I call it? Or does it just remain behind where I left it on the other side of town?
Oh.
That's not my horse. Hello? Do I have any means of summoning my horse? Or is it literally stuck wherever I left it? Yeah.
How are... You need to see Ugak if you want to buy a horse. She's inside.
I don't want to buy a horse.
You know, if you need to get better at archery, you should talk to Raymond Broder. He's quite a good shot.
Those statements always confuse me of, go talk to random name. And it's like, how am I supposed to find that random person you've mentioned? Okay, no horse. Do horses appear if I teleport or fast travel? That's the next question. Yes. Okay, so that's the way I can get my horse back. All right. That works well enough. So we're wanting to go north to try and find this cave. It see if Earthor has gotten in any trouble, and that's why he hasn't returned yet. It's a beautiful little pond. Some flowers around it. Looks... Is that any sort of shrine or something? Hey, Nirnroot, I recognize that sound. I've recovered a sprig of Nirnroot, a plant ingredient this unusual must have value. Perhaps I should bring it to an alchemist and find out a little more about it. An alchemist can be found in almost every city in Cyrodiil. Alright, we'll keep an eye out. That almost looks like it might have been intentionally carved in some manner, but I don't think it was. Yeah. Probably not. Oh. Did I get a fight started? I did. Well... Oh, right. I have Fireball. Selected. How does that work? I mean, that looks completely identical to what I was casting before. I don't know. I'm worried that it does have... I'll keep using it. I'm worried that it does have a splash radius and I might hurt myself or my horse with it. No, turn to the right. Thank you. It's really weird when I'm pushing the right button and the horse turns left. Goblin Jim's Cave. Huh. Ooh, I can do some amount of looting from horseback if my horse would get its head out of the way. We'll get Goblin Jim's Cave on our map. That's not where we're heading at the moment. So is it a goblin named Jim? So that doesn't seem like what I would consider a goblin name. But what do I know? We have traveled too far. We need to go southwest. Nope, nope. Horse, turn to the left. Thank you. Yeah, not thrilled with the horse controls in the game. I might eventually get used to them, but they seem clunky. We have made our way to Bleak Falls Cave, or Bleak Flats Cave, but I did see this over here. What is your deal? Ethereus Stone. Let's activate you. No stars shine upon the Doomstone. So we can only activate it at night, whatever it is, but it's also called a Doomstone, which is not necessarily the most promising sounding name. However, I think I'm going to end this here. Next time we will head into this cave and see if we can find out what has kept Earthor from returning to the Mages Guild recently. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys then. Bye.